So this is a quick video intended for students who are doing some of my collaborative homework projects, or maybe other teachers who are interested in using Google Docs for collaborative writing. I'm just going to introduce how to use proper collaborative techniques when you're using a document like this. So the first thing I should introduce is how to get to the Google document. So the easiest thing to do is to create a link that you then post to your students or email to your students, however you usually communicate with them. So for example, I'm using Edmodo as my platform to communicate, and I've posted up a link here to the writing practice as a comment on my Access 6 group, and that link would take them to this document. You can create those links by clicking up here with share, and then you can choose what you want the students to be able to do. So can they view it, or can they comment only, or can they edit? And of course, if it's a collaborative document, we want everybody to be able to edit. So if that's true, if you've done that correctly, when a student arrives at the document, they should find that they have all of the options here, and that when they click on the document, they are able to start typing. If you haven't got the ability to start typing when you get into the document, then it's not shared in quite the right way, and you need to tell your teacher or sort that out with your teacher. So the other thing I should mention is if you are signed in, as I am already, as a Google account, then you will automatically be signed into the Google document as yourself. So I'm signed in as Chris, and I am appearing as Chris in the corner here. That means that I don't have to do anything extra. But if you don't have a Google account, or you're not signed in as your Google account, you'll need to just click here and sign up. Or if you prefer, you can remain anonymous. If you click on the link and you come here and you're not signed in and you don't have an account, you will automatically be given a anonymous name like Anonymous Rabbit or Anonymous Elephant, and you can use that name throughout your session on the Google document, and it will keep you as anonymous. It's up to you. So if you do sign in, I'll just show you what that looks like. If you write a comment, for example, on a part of it, you will see that the comment will appear with your picture and your name, and then everybody who reads the document after you will know who's talking here or who's writing here. Okay, so the first thing to do is to maybe sign in, and so everybody knows who you are. Now the next thing, you find out what the job is. So hopefully in the document, the first page will be an instruction manual. So read all the instructions, make sure you know what you're doing, read the essay question, read any comments that your teacher has left for you, and then maybe you've got some group areas. So here's Group 1's area. Group 1 has already started their homework. They've got one paragraph written so far, and looks like somebody's written just one letter there. And here's Group 2. Group 2 hasn't started yet, and Group 3, they've already finished. So this is how you could set it up, so that you know. And the idea is that each group can look at the other groups, and that's not cheating. That's perfectly acceptable. We want all the groups to look at each other and to learn from each other, even make suggestions. So let's talk about making suggestions now. If I am in Group 1 and I am a student, and I arrive at this page, I click on the link and I arrive here, and I can see that somebody has already written one paragraph, then what I can do is I can say, oh, okay, well, I'll start on paragraph 2, and I can start writing paragraph 2. I can put in what I think is a good paragraph 2 here. And I don't have to do anything special. I'm not collaborating at the moment, really. I'm just writing my ideas down. So it just appears as text, and nobody knows who's written this at this point. It's just appearing as text without any information on it. But what if I find that I'm reading the other students' work and I have a suggestion? I have something that I can see is wrong here. So for example, research is spelt wrong here. So maybe I want to comment on that. Now what I want to do, if you're a good collaborator, What you don't do is you don't just change it, right? That means that the text just appears. There's no comment. There's no way that the original author can see what you've done and agree with your suggestion. And that's really not how collaboration works. What we want to do is we want to let you want to make a suggestion and allow the original author to change what they've written, right? So what you do is you highlight where the mistake is and you click on add a comment and you say research and spell it correctly and comment. And now the next person, the person who wrote this, maybe comes back an hour or two later and sees that this comment has been made, and they go, oh yeah, that's true, okay, all right. Then so they go in and they say, okay, well, I'll change it so it's spelled correctly, and now it's spelled correctly, and then they come across here and they click on resolve and the comment disappears. So it's now correct, and it's been corrected collaboratively rather than just changing it. Here's another mistake. So research show, there's a grammar mistake there, right? That should be shows. So I want to change this as well, but I could write another comment. I could highlight that and just put shows and write that here. But there's another way to do it, and that is to click on this button here, and you're at the moment we're in editing, which is just you write the text and it just appears. But I want to change it to suggesting. If I now highlight that word, right? I don't know what's happened there. And I type shows. I've made a mistake there. Okay. Don't do that. And don't do that. Show. So commenting, I put the S. Now it's appeared with a little green box. So the green box is showing that there's a suggestion here, and it's appeared automatically as a comment. So the person who originally wrote this can come in, they can see that you've added an S, and they can say, yeah, I like that, that's a good idea, and accept the suggestion. So easy, very easy and very quick. So this is my recommendation. Rather than just highlight and add a comment, instead of doing that, go up here and choose suggesting, and everything that you change will automatically create a new comment, and it's very easy for the person who originally wrote it just to go in and accept the suggestion. Okay, so those are two good tricks for working collaboratively on Google Documents. Use editing mode simply to write your own original thoughts, and use suggesting to change somebody's original thoughts to something else, and the original author comes in and says, what are you doing? What's that? Oh, okay. And they accept it. Okay, so good luck with your collaboration. When you have finished your homework, it should look like that. So I don't want lots of comments and suggestions still hanging around. They should all be completed and agreed upon, and you should have one finished document all ready and beautiful looking like this. Okay? Good luck.